This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It is a 2006 Ford F250 four-door extra cab. They call it a super cab in Ford talk. It's a 6.0 turbo diesel. It's four-wheel drive. It's an XLT, which is cloth, and it's an FX4 off-road package, which means they put Rancho suspension on it at the factory. It has 132,000 miles. It was a theft recovery purchased directly from an insurance company in Houston. When we got it here, it was very disappointing. Well, it's good for you, bad for us. They had stolen a bunch of parts off it, so we had to replace parts, and while we were there we decided to upgrade it, and that's that. So anyway, it's got a, here's my little condition report. We do about a 2-hour inspection on them when they first come in, measurements, in the air, wheels off, etc. This one now has, some of this stuff wasn't missing or broken, but since we were there, we thought we would do it. It has ARP head studs, that's very important. Bulletproof EGR cooler has been done. We also did an oil cooler, so it's got a new oil cooler, new bulletproof EGR, and ARP head studs, all brand new. Injector O-rings and EGR tube kit and intake gaskets are all new. Obviously, when you do that, you have a new oil and filter. We also bought a brand new turbo for it because they stole that. That's what your Rancho suspension looks like. It's got these funky camouflage wheels. It also had, they stole the air conditioning box, so it's got a brand new evaporative AC box on it. The headliner was torn up, so we replaced the headliner, and we did a repair on the driver's seat. There was a hole in it. And that's going to get redone because that detail, they screwed it up. So we're going to do that. A little receiver hitch here. Cosmetically, it's got a few dings, nicks, a couple scratches here. Mechanically, I mean, I don't think you're going to have any engine problems ever. That being said, we're not warranting that. I'm just saying that out loud. What we've done should lead a long way towards never ever having to deal with engine issues. A little bit of a light scratch here. A tube of silver touch-up paint in about 30 minutes of your life would help a little bit. But really, this isn't being sold as a cosmetic beauty. A little bit of a push indent. I don't know if you can see it right here or not. There's a little ding right here. It's a long bed, four-door extra cab, super cab. It's got the big boy bumper on the front and the big boy bumper on the rear. Now remember, when you have those big steel bumpers on these things, that it could affect the way the airbag deploys, and it may not let it deploy. So if you want to make sure that it will, you need to go back to a factory bumper. We say that in our ads. We just want to make sure people know. Obviously, you've got this battering ram of a bumper in the front of it. If you hit something, it may not deploy because you've got that there. So it's my job in these videos to make sure that people are aware of everything we're aware of, and we are aware of that. That passenger rear BFG is pretty low in tread. Now that is a nice spare, so they might want to switch that passenger rear to a spare and put that one on, if that is a BFG. And it looks like it probably is. A little bit of ding right here. A couple little ones there. He says it's my job really to throw these things under the bus, so that there's very little question as to whether or not they meet your expectations. Once it gets there to you, you should be surprised in a good way, not a bad way, especially if you buy by wire and ship. Pay by wire and ship. There's your Ford stamp here. New battery on this side. Ford stamp right there between my fingers. Catalytic converter. Sticker there. There's a Ford stamp there. New battery on this side. And there's the Ford stamp there. So Ford stamps tell you that it's very unlikely that the thing's ever been wrecked, because people don't replace front end parts on Ford trucks with Ford parts. Those would be prohibitively expensive. So when you see those stamps, it's a good thing. A little bit of a discoloration there. I thought maybe that was moisture. Yeah, you know what? This is from detail still, I think. You do have a manual. Headliner is new. Usually we do our EGRs and bulletproof EGRs here, but we were really busy, so we had Shane at a place called Goldie's Diesel do this for us. So, and he's great. So it's actually a good thing that he was involved. It makes it a for sure thing. He's really good, and he's the guy who put this thing together and found all the parts that we were missing. That was a little disappointing. Like I said, our bad news is your good news. It went to detail after this little fill was done. A mobile repair guy comes. We're going to have him clean this up a little bit. Obviously, they just got it too wet and vacuumed it out. It will still won't look perfect, but it'll look a lot better than that. Let me see. Okay, tilt wheel works fine. Ugh. It's got a cool exhaust sound. Let me give it some gas here. We'll open the door here, you can listen to it. That's a cool sound. Nice exhaust system on it. Alright.
True, believe in yourself. The rest.
Radio works, CD player. Air's blowing ice cold. Feels good, believe it or not. It's still warm here in Tucson. Alright, there's your tow haul. There's that. You got cruise control here. Put a seatbelt on, we'll go for a ride. This thing's being sold on a clear title, so if you come to Tucson to drive it home, you're going to pay $250 dock fee, and you're going to pay taxes. Taxes are 2% city sales tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. So if your state tax rate is, say, 3%, then you're going to come to Tucson, you're going to pay a total of 5%. Let me put it in neutral here. Let's do the four-wheel drive. We're going to go to 4 low. There's 4 low. Drive. That's granny gear. And reverse. There we go. Alright, and neutral. 4 high. Now we're in 4 high. Alright, you can drive at speed in that. And reverse. Perfect. Alright. Neutral. 2 low. Let's try to make sure the tow package works. It does. Alright, we don't have a trailer, so we don't need to check it. 132,383 miles. Alright, let's see. What else we got going on here? Alright. He wants to buy that Excursion right there, which would be a really good buy for him. Military guys. We get a lot of you people from military here with the Davis-Monthan Air Base here. Anyway, all right. So, like I said, taxes and dock fees. If you're gonna drive it home, if you're gonna ship it, pay by wire. Once we receive the payment, we will fill in the title, how you want it filled out. We will notarize it, scan that into your online file, along with the envelope that we send it in. You'll also have the copy of the insurance company title in your file. Everything that we have, you will have. And we'll send it off to you. then you arrange shipping. We have a shipper. His name is Fred with Beacon Shipping Logistics. His number's in the ad. We do not arrange shipping for you ourselves, but he does all of our shipping for us, brings vehicles to us from all over the country. He's a good guy. Or you can use your own. Jump on it real quick here. Nice. This runs great. Probably wouldn't look very good buried in the back of that Camry though. So stop before I do that to the Camry. Let's see. Deposit. Please get your deposit in. Once we have your $500 deposit, we'll put your name in a banner over the truck at wheelkinetics.com and you'll know it's yours. Until then, it is for sale. Last thing I'm going to say, I say this about everything, whether it's Dennis's M3 or his 535 or my Acura or the Hummers or anything in our entire inventory. If you look at the very end of any video, you'll get this speech. This is out of warranty by miles and years in this truck's case. The engineers at Ford would love to have given it a 15-year, 400,000 mile warranty, and then they would have sold it for $100,000 and people would have paid for that. But they couldn't because they don't know after X amount of miles and X amount of years what's going to happen. If they don't know what's going to happen, there's no chance we can know. Now, we've done the EGR cooler, we've done the oil cooler, got a new turbo on it, so the odds are that it's pretty good, but it doesn't mean it's not gonna blow an injector or need a compressor or who knows, maybe it'll just need a windshield wiper motor. We don't know. The point of this is that it's not a new truck. If you buy from us, you're gonna save a fortune. So in the back of your little minds, sometimes big minds, please tell yourself that some of the money you save might have to be spent sooner or later on a repair. Could be next week, could be 4 years from now. Obviously the EGR issue is the issue on these trucks, so if that's done, the odds are that you're fine, but we don't know what's going to happen. All right, so if you're risk averse, please don't buy our vehicle, because there's risk involved in buying a toaster that's used or a lazy boy recliner that's used or this truck. Okay, once you own it, it's yours. Okay, so please know that, please realize that, and buy with your eyes wide open. Okay, thank you very much for your time.